Welcome back everyone to a new add-on showcase. My name is Forge and today we are going to be looking at the Minigen add-on created by Codanraigan. So Codanraigan, he makes a lot of really cool add-ons, and the last add-on we actually looked at was actually created by him, and it was the Carnage add-on. That introduced well over 100 brand new mobs that you can fight throughout your world, and things are just going to look really great whenever you're fighting them. But with this brand new add-on, you can actually go ahead and get yourself pretty much every structure in your Minecraft world in its miniature factor. So if you want to get yourself a miniature village, well, guess what? You can actually go ahead and get yourself miniature villages. If you want to go ahead and get yourself a mini inn city, you can do that. A miniature ocean monument, you got it. And you know what? We're just going to go ahead and get right into all the structures that this add-on has to offer us. Now, first off, if you do want to go ahead and use this add-on, just like any other add-on, you do actually have to have experimental gameplay on. So the experimental gameplay is just to make sure that everything is working, and it's just to make sure that everything is going to be used properly. Because without that experimental gameplay, then you won't actually be able to get yourself any of these brand new structures, because these are just spawn eggs, but just retextured. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at these right now. So this is the first batch of structures that you can get with this add-on. So you can get yourself a miniature whale, you can get yourself a miniature igloo, miniature in-city ship, as I showed you guys before. You can go ahead and get yourself a miniature watchtower, miniature farm, and so on and so forth. So if I go ahead and come over here and I go ahead and actually destroy this, I'm actually going to go ahead and grab myself a sword. Now if you do want to go ahead and change the size of it, then go ahead and use yourself an awkward potion in order to make it small, and then a thick potion to go ahead and make it its original size. You cannot go any bigger than its original size. But as you can see, this is what it looks like when it's in miniature form. And then if I go ahead and actually destroy it, you actually get yourself some materials back. I mean, look at this. Look how many materials we had. Before, we actually had nothing within our inventory but these structures. But now, we got ourselves a bunch of glass, a bunch of end rods, a bunch of obsidian, and much more. I mean, I think that Codanraigan at this point probably went out and counted every single block, and then it just gives us these blocks. But I do not think they actually did that, because that would take forever to actually do. Well, of course, if you have MC Edit, then it's actually fairly simple. But with that one, we have ourselves our next batch of structures, which we got ourselves the mini house large, we got the mini inn gateway, we got ourselves the mini blacksmith, the mini house small, we got ourselves the small infants, and then we got ourselves the mini library, and we even got ourselves the mini butcher farm shack. And I really do like the fact that these actually look really great. I mean, the attention to detail is just really great, especially if you go and look inside the structures. They actually have stuff in them. Now, this one actually doesn't have anything else like stairs like it normally does, but it does have actually the bookshelves, which just look really great. We even have ourselves the little doors, and the textures are pretty spot on to how to actually look within the actual Minecraft world. I mean, I really do like this. So good job, Codanraigan. Good job with the attention to detail. So here we are with the next batch of structures, which we got ourselves the pillager outpost, which just looks really great. Now I kinda wish that there was like a chest that you could find on top of it. I mean, that would be fairly cool. We even got ourselves the mini ocean monument, which this is how big the ocean monument is. It's maybe miniature, but you know what? The ocean monument is pretty big, and this is how big it actually is within the miniature form. I mean, look at this. We're walking inside of an ocean monument, and we're like bigger than normal. I mean, look at this. Doesn't this look really cool? We're like inside of it. We can even see the bottom of it. Half of us is above it. Half of us is like below it. I mean, this looks really cool, to be honest. Now, if you do go and shrink it, which we're actually going to go ahead and do right now, it is actually going to be a lot smaller. I mean, obviously, but if I go and come over here, I'm going to go ahead and look up awkward potion, and we're just going to go ahead and shrink this thing, because it actually looks better shrunken than it actually does look the way it does right now. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and do this. I mean, as entertaining as this is, we need to make this a little bit smaller. So where is the actual hitbox of this thing? I mean, finding the hitbox of this thing is actually fairly difficult. You know what, should I just leave it the way it is? I'm just going to go and leave it the way it is. Alright, anyway, enough of that. If you guys can find the hitbox, then good luck with that. But that is one big structure. So anyway, we do got ourselves the mini desert temple. The mini desert temple is what it says. I mean, why does it say mini? Probably a typo. But here we go. This is what it looks like. We placed you by accident. But this is what it looks like right there. Looks fairly cool. And this is what it looks like shrunken. And there we go. So I'll try to make sure I can actually shrink that thing. It's actually so difficult to find hitboxes. But this is the next one, which this is the jungle temple. That looks fairly cool. Now the one thing is, if you don't want to find any of these structures inside of your Minecraft world, you can actually do that. So you can find them in their appreciated biomes. So anywhere that you'd find these structures normally, just go ahead and go to that biome and then go ahead and just find these structures and go ahead and get yourself all those materials. But anyway, we do get ourselves the fossils. So this is spine 4, spine 3, spine 2, and spine 1. And then we got ourselves the end tower large. And this is what it looks like. The end tower is actually pretty big right there. I mean, in comparison to the original structure, this actually isn't as big as you would expect it to be. But, anyway, we're just going to go ahead and get rid of these. And we're now on to the final batch of structures that we have inside of here. Which we got ourselves the rest of the fossils. We got ourselves the exit portal. And then we got ourselves the end tower right there. And then we got ourselves the other mini end city. So anyway, we're going to go and get rid of that right there. And here we go. So this is the first one, which this is going to be the Fossil Skull 4, Fossil Skull 3, Fossil Skull 2, and Fossil Skull 1. And that's what it looks like right there. It looks like we actually stacked it. I mean, I had no idea how we actually stacked that, but we did. And then we got ourselves the end exit portal right there. And we got ourselves the end tower small. And that's what it looks like, fairly skinny. And you can even see ourselves the parkour inside of here. So if you ever wanted to see what this would look like in a miniature form, then you can actually go and do that within this add-on. So then finally we got ourselves the end city, and that's what that looks like. I kind of wish that there could have been like an end city all connected up. I mean, how cool would that be? Just having, and we forgot ourselves a structure. Oops, we forgot ourselves the mini dungeon. This is what the mini dungeon looks like. And it's also animated right down there as well, which looks fairly cool. But I do want to hear your thoughts on what you think of this add-on. Do you like the brand new add-on, and are you looking forward to seeing that this will get more updates? Because for me personally, I am definitely looking forward to seeing some more structures added in here, especially the new village structures and even the zombie village structures. I mean, that'd be fairly cool. And if you guys enjoyed this video, then let me know by leaving a like on it and subscribe for more videos in the future. And for now, I hope that you have a logical day, and I will catch you next time. Bye!